Hey everybody, it's Lance the Lush. It's been a little while, and I was on location today, and today we're talking about the R. Shea Brewing Company's Rubber City Red. Now, Lush fans, I know I reviewed this one time before, but it's actually been a while, and now they got them in Crowlers. Now, Lush fans, I want to explain something right now, just in case you don't know what that is. The brewery themselves is canning them themselves, which means that I don't know how fresh it's going to be. Now, the can in question that I have that it showed you was just canned literally an hour and a half ago. So I know it's fresh. I know it came out of the tap. So we're going to go from there. Now, according to its official webpage, it says, and I quote, "What you want is a Rubber City Red, an American amber that honors the heritage of our city, both then and now. From the rubber of our past to the polymers to our present, it is still rubber that drives our city at the end of the day. Rubber City Red has plenty of caramel malts that contribute to a rich flavor, A careful amount of roasted barley finishes the color, and a splash of Vienna malt that gives this beer a super toasty profile. Why an amber? You will understand once you try it. This amber goes several steps further than most commercial ambers. I'm a guy that's partial to malty beers that have plenty of taste but can easily quench your thirst, which is why I spent a lot of time tweaking this recipe over the years." Now, in parentheses, under that there was a couple of paragraphs that said, it says 100% American ingredients. And that is off the official webpage. Now, according to the official webpage, and also the can, as you see here, is 4.5% alcohol by volume, but the hop bitterness, and I'm assuming the IBUs is 34, which they consider low. The grain bill is 6 grains, including Pale Ale, Vienna, Crystal, which is 20, Crystal 80, roasted barley, and Carlopolis. And I hope I pronounced that right, Lush fans. And the hops are Glenna. Now, like I said, I was down there today. I haven't been down in a while. I wanted to go. And this is one of those ones I specifically wanted to take home. And like, as you watch my Ron Shea videos in the past, I reviewed it there, but it just didn't give it substance like here in a natural review. So I'm going to review it right now. And I will say this right now, their Crowlers are 32 ounces, which was not expecting. I thought it was smaller than that when I looked at the picture on their webpage originally. And I totally apologize for it, Lush fans. I should have known better than that. Now we go for the pour. I'm looking at it now, and I know I poured it wrong. It gives me a very dark amber color. Now, when I poured it, now granted, keep in mind, it's been 90 minutes since I bought this Crowler. It gives me a nice, rich head. Now, I'm looking at this right now. It's giving me about 3 fingers ahead, and that is really, really good. That shows you the quality that went into this. And that says something right there, because I've talked about it from time to time, but as of this taping, there's about 4,000 some change, craft breweries out there. And I'm not counting the ones that get bought in majors. I'm talking about across the board. Some care really went into this. And I pour a little bit more. And I noticed also the carbonation is really, really clean. It rises up to the top, and I know you can't see it in the video here, but I can see it. It goes straight up, and it goes away, and it's very little at the end. Now, Lush fans, I have noticed when that happens, that is a very good sign. And let me explain why. It shows that it's carbonated, but it's not overkill. Meaning that, like, it's not like your malts off the shelf are so carbonated, or your tweeners, and I'm not going to name names, but you know what I'm talking about, that they want to keep it carbonated to keep it fresh. This is very well crafted. Now, look at the head retention. Even after I really poured it, I'm still getting about 1 3/4 head. Now, as far as the smell, honestly, I'm really getting that Vienna smell. And I know for you beer aficionados out there, Vienna can be really, really in the background unless you're really looking for it. But I can smell it here, and that's a really good thing because at least for me, it's a really, really dark amber. Now I go for the taste here, and cheers. That is so good. This is an amber that is a that's a snipper, excuse me. It's not a pounder. You get that taste right up front of what it is. I mean, you get that sweet taste, you really do, but it's very mellow immediately. Now, me, somebody who drinks a lot of craft beers, really looks for this in an amber. A lot is because I don't want to be on the ground in an hour. I really, really don't. It's nice, it's smooth. Like I said, it's very mellow. And you just want to sip it and have a conversation with it. Now, I'm trying to be subjective with this, even though I really, really, really like it. I know a lot of people are not in the dark beers like this. I'm not talking like dark like Guinness. That's a whole different scenario for a whole different day. I'm talking about ambers. I mean, it does not have that burnt taste, which is a turnoff to a lot, and I mean a lot of craft beer drinkers. And this does not have that. Now, is it there? Absolutely. But you're not really going to taste it. As I re-review this, I look at it to where you're like, you know what? This is a very excellent beverage. Now, if you ever get to Akron, Ohio, and go down to Merriman Valley, this is one that I totally recommend. The only counterpart to this that Mr. Shea has is probably the Perkins, but when I was there, it was actually back in production, so that's to be determined. But that's another story for a different day. Um, you know what? I'm looking at this. The latency is really, really, really good also. Lush fans, you can tell it's been a while for me to do a very in-depth review. That I'm not excited, that I'm not pissed off, or anything like that. But this is one of the local guys that I want to give him an honest review on. Now, you're probably wondering how many chocobos I'm going to give this. Now, I can't remember when I did the original review how many chocobos I give, but I'll give a new one now. And this is a solid 4.5 chocobos. And let me explain why. In the location, it's a no guaranteed 5. No question about it. But in a Crowler, because they had to pour it in, they had to seal it, and anybody knows Crowlers is all about the life of the seal. I mean, there's a lot of variables in that. But 90 minutes out from I bought it, it's definitely a 4.5. I just want to see the actual can or a bottle, which hopefully is coming soon. I did ask the question while I was there, and I'm not going to give that answer. I'm really not going to right now, Lush fans. I'm not going to do that for you. Now, I am open to trades on this, but if you're really, really interested, but like I said, as a Crowler, so I can't get no guarantees what's going to happen down the road. And that's really about it. I really like it. If you go down to Merrimack Valley and Akron, please try this and its other selections. Excuse me. But I'm gonna get off here. This is the Ron Shea Brewing Company's. I apologize. Rubber City Red. And stay tuned for the next edition of Lance Lush.